Do men need women? We came to this mortal plane by a man and a woman having a sexual union. The question of whether or not men need women when every human being came through a woman would seem absurd. It does become more interesting when we take away the acts of sex and childbirth. Is there anything beyond these two things where women are necessary to men? We have been told women are the prize, and being with a woman is the goal men should aspire to obtain through the many love songs and romantic films and novels we have consumed. You then go outside and see roads, vehicles, and buildings. You see various tools, machines, and instruments. You see ways of transportation, communication, and distribution, philosophies, science, mathematical theories. The list goes on. All of these things were made solely by men. Is there an equivalent now or in antiquity for women? Certain names may come up of women who were rulers of kingdoms, but those women did not build these kingdoms and civilizations they ruled over. They either inherited them from the men who built them or ruled alongside the men. There have been women in history who have done great things, but are these women the rule or the exception? The world we live in and operate in has been built by men. James Brown said it's a man's world. This is because it is the men who made it. Feminism has sought to make more out of women than what they actually are. We can't get caught up in feelings. We have to look at the facts. We must not allow ourselves to be gaslit into not looking at the evidence in front of our face. I mention these things men have built on their own to know the man does not need a woman. Rather, he needs a purpose. Jesus Christ, one of the most important people in human history, died a virgin. He was never married, and since he never sinned, never had an affair with a woman. Despite this, he was one of the most impactful human beings ever. Same can be said of the prolific evangelist and church planner, the Apostle Paul. These men lived fulfilling and impactful lives, having no involvement with the opposite sex. Paul, in particular, in his letter to the Corinthians, encouraged them to remain single. If you look at the biggest companies in the world, McDonald's, Ford, Walmart, Amazon, Tesla, Facebook, Toyota, Disney, Microsoft, and many others, all these were built by men. Some of the men who built these institutions were married, but their wives had little, if anything at all, to do with the formulation of these establishments. Most came along well after the foundation for these companies was laid. If men and women were truly equal, would we not see similar output from women? Women are not a prize, nor a goal. At least they shouldn't be. A man who thinks a woman is either of these needs to rethink his priorities. Many of the love songs we know and love are essentially worship songs toward women. It's actually unhealthy to have such fealty toward females, and ironically, women don't like this and will lose respect for you. As I said before, you want a woman to respect you, not like you. Women, in fact, are a tool used to build a family legacy. Family is the building block of society. You need a woman for this, but nothing beyond that. The species can't continue without women. The civilization the species lives in, however, does not require women at all and was made without them. Men would do well to put women in themselves in their proper place. A goal, a purpose, an ambition in life is an absolute necessity for a man. A woman is not. A king may desire a woman's company, but he doesn't require a woman in order to establish his kingdom or to rule over it. His woman is valuable to him, but his first love will always be his purpose, and he will sacrifice everything for it, including his woman.